Hello friends, welcome to .NET-Awesome.com. In one of my previous article I have shown you how we can implement custom paging in Webgrid in ASP.NET MVC application. Today in this tutorial I will show you Webgrid paging, sorting and filtering functionality in ASP.NET MVC application. It is an essential approach to use paging, sorting and filtering technique in applications where a lots of data to be loaded from database. So here in this article I have tried to show you how we can do this just following few simple steps. Also nowadays web page looks is very important, and as we know bootstrap design is very popular. Here in this article I have implemented bootstrap design in Webgrid for make its looks perfect. You can see in this image how the page will look like when you are done. The column headings are linked that user can click to sort by that column, and also showing sort order. Here you can see for showing current sort order. Clicking a column heading repeatedly toggles between ascending and descending sort order. Okay, let's start implementing Webgrid paging, sorting and filtering functionality in ASP.NET MVC application. Here in this article I have used Visual Studio 2013. So please open your Visual Studio and then we need to create one web application project. So first of all I will go to the file menu, then new, then click on projects. From here I will select ASP.NET web application under web and enter your application name here. In my case it's Webgrid paging, sorting, filtering, and then select your project location from here in this location drop down and then click on OK button. It will brings up a new dialog window for select template. Here I will select empty template and then I will check MVC. From here add folder and core references for, and then click on OK button. Our project is created here. Now I will add jQuery and Bootstrap CSS and JS library in our application. I can do this using Webgrid Package Manager. For adding jQuery and Bootstrap CSS and JS library, go to your Solution Explorer, right click on your project name, then click on Manage Webgrid Packages. From here I will search with jQuery keywords, then select jQuery and click on install button for adding jQuery library in our application. Same way we can add Bootstrap CSS and JS library. So for adding Bootstrap, search for Bootstrap, from select Bootstrap CSS and click on install button. Now it's done. You can see here we have added bootstrap.css, bootstrap.main.js. Also you can see bootstrap.js file is also added into our project scripts folder, and also jQuery library added. Now I will add a database into our project. As this is a tutorial project, I will add a database in our application here in the app data folder. So go to your Solution Explorer, right click on app data folder, go to add and then click on new item. From here I will select SQL Server Database under data, then enter your database name. Here in my case my database name is mydatabase.mdf, and then click on add button. You can see here our database is added here in app_data folder. Now in this example I will add one database table here in our database for store employee information for showing in Webgrid. So for create a new table here in our database, double click on the database. For open the database in Server Explorer. Now expand the database and right click on tables node. Here you will get another option for add new table. Click on this menu. Here we will write schema of the table for the table we want to create. So here I will write employee ID, integer type, first name, last name, email ID, city, country. Okay, then I will change our table name to employees. Now click on the update button here for create the table, and again we need to click here update database. You can see here update is completed. You can see here our table is created. Now I will open this table and will insert some data so we can show this data in our Webgrid. So now I will add some dummy data here. Okay, it's done. Now I will add entity data model into our project. So go to your Solution Explorer, right click on your project name, then go to add and click on new item. From here I will select ADO.NET data entity data model under data. Then we need to provide a name here. This is for our model name. So in my case it is mymodel.edmx, and click on add button. It will brings up another dialog window. It's entity data model wizard. From here I will select generate from database, as we have already created our database. Then I will click on next button. From here I will select my database I have just created, or otherwise if you want to use another connection, then you can click here for new connection for add another database if you want. Then I will click here is an option save entity connection string in web.config as this name, so it will be also our data context name. Okay, so click on next button. From here I will select entity framework 6.0, click again next button. Then from here I will select our tables and then click on finish button. It will take a little time to generate the model. Okay, our model is created. So you can see here our model is added, my model.edmx. Okay. Now we will write code for show data in Webgrid with paging, sorting and filtering features. But as I already told you that here in this article we will also implement Twitter Bootstrap looks in our Webgrid. So we need to extend our MVC Webgrid helper class. For implement Bootstrap looks in our Webgrid, we just need to add one another class in our application, and for this class we will get the class from this link. I'm going to show you from this link. You can see here GitHub MVOIDIE Webgrid Pager replacement. From here we just need this class and implement the same here. Already in documentation is given how we can do the same. So we don't need to download all the things from here. Just I will click here, this folder, this class I will download and import in our application. So right click and save as. Here I will save this class. Save is done. Now I will add this class in our application. So for adding the class I will right click from here, add existing item, then I will select this one and then click on add button. You can see this class is added in our application. So this is done. Now I will add one MVC controller here in our application. So for adding a controller, go to your Solution Explorer, right click on your controllers folder, then go add and then click on controller. From here I will select MVC5 controller empty and then click on add button. Here we need to add the controller name. In my case it is home controller, and then click on add button. So our home controller is added. You can see here also one default action is added, which is index. Here in this action I will write a method here for fetch employees data from database. So this method is, it will return list of employee data, get employees. Here in this method we will pass search parameter, sort column name, sort direction, skip for how many records we need to skip, page size, and finally we will add one out parameter for get the number of total records. My database entities, this is our data context. Okay, from in dc dot employees where name dot contains search parameter or last name, email ID, city, you can see here I have added all the columns for filter. You can add if you want to filter with using first name and last name, so you can add this two line, or remaining is not required. This is up to you what you want. Now your total records equals to v.count. This is our total record. Now we will do sorting, but before sorting we need to add one more references from NuGet packages, which is system.linQ.dynamic. So before sorting I will add the same. For adding system.linQ.dynamic, I will go to your solution explorer, then right click on your project name, then select manage NuGet packages. From here I will search for system.linQ.dynamic, then select system.linQ.dynamic and then click on install button. It's successfully installed. Close. Now I need to add the reference here, system.linQ.dynamic. Now I will do sort. V is equal to v dot sort order by sort. This is a column name plus we need to provide a space plus sort direction. Now we will do paging. If page size is greater than 0, then we will do v is equal to skip dot take page size. It will skip this number of record and then it will take after skip this number of records. Then I will return v.to list. So this method is completed. Now we will write code here in our index action. Now in the index action we need to pass some parameter. It's page. Also I will say default value page is 1 if there is no any parameter. Name page is king. Now string sort, and I will define default value as first name, then string sort direction. I will define default value ascending, and finally I will pass search with default value string, empty string. Okay. Page size, suppose I'm using page size 10. Total record by default 0. If page less than 1, then it should be it's equal to 1. Then I will calculate skip value. It should be page into page size minus page size, right? Then word data equals to get employees. Here I need to pass search parameter, then sort, then sort direction, and skip, and page size, and finally to get back total number of record I need to pass an output parameter is a total record. This is done, and finally I will return view with this data. So our action is also completed. Now I need to add one view page for that action. For adding view page for that action, I will right click here inside this action and then click on add view. Here I will get the view name is index, it is okay. Here I will our template should be empty, so we can design it ourselves what is required. So it's empty but with model, so I will pass the model name, sorry not this one, okay, employee. We don't need layout page because we have not added any layout for this, okay, and then click on add button. Our page is ready, but it should be list of this model, okay. Okay, it's done. So here in this page, first of all I will insert our jQuery library because this is required for Bootstrap JS. Then I will add Bootstrap JS, and here inside home head I will add bootstrap.css. so where I will get this from, this is from bootstrap.main.css. this is done. Then here I will declare a variable grid grid web grid can page 2 rows per page 10, okay. Then I will do grid.bind, as I'm not returning all the data at once, we're just returning the 10 records each page, so we need to add bind for get the proper number of pages for generate paging links. So here we need to provide source, should be model. Also we need to add row count. Row counts means here I need to pass all the number of total records from our database. So from here I will add one more line for viewback dot total rows equals to total record. So in this way we can return total number of records. This is here And what we need to add more, we can do this auto sort and page should be false from here. So this is done. Now here we will add our web grid. Actually we will render our web grid here for see all the records is showing properly. Okay, so here container is a bootstrap class, then add to class list, then here in this section I will add search, and then here I will add our web grid. Okay, so in this section I will add our web grid. Now here what we need to do is create dot table. This is the extended method. Table style should be table responsive borrowed. Column should be grid dot columns. So this I will add grid dot column. Sorry, it should be grid dot column. Column name is first name, header, name. Same way we will add another columns, last name, now I will add email, city, country. So our column adding is done. Then I will add pager, div class show is a bootstrap class. Then grid dot pager list. This is also an extended method. Here we'll provide mode equals to modes dot all pagination style. Here we will add class pagination, pagination small, pagination right. This is done. Now here in this section I told you that here I will write HTML code for create a form for sorting. So for here for styling I will add some HTML, var default. This is optional completely, the designing part, because I have done here completely bootstrap design. That's the reason I'm doing this. Now here we will add the form, html dot begin form. Dot get method we will hit class custom. Now here I will declare one input type text for provide search parameter. Okay, here we need to add one more view bag, because we need to keep the value is posted. So here I will add this one search. Okay, it's added here. Class should be form control, placeholder should be search. Okay, this is done. Finally I will add one submit button. Search class should be btn success. I will add this one. So our form is also completed. This is for showing search form, this is for showing the web grid and paging information, and finally we need to add one more thing here, and this is required for get the current sort column and the direction. So I will add one hidden field for store the value. Here I will add html dot hidden. I will add name should be direction grid dot sort direction. This is for store the direction, and I will add one another html dot hidden grid dot sort column. This is for store the column name here, and finally I will write very few line of jQuery code for show the sorting arrow. This is for get the direction value. This is for column name. Call dot val. Now I will get the header. Star equals to this call value. Then I will check if dir equals to ascending. If it is ascending, then the header text should be header dot text plus space this one. And if this is descending, then header dot text should be header dot text plus should be descending sign. I will add this one. So this is done. This JavaScript code is only for showing the ascending and descending arrow. I have done a small mistake. I need to give this one. Okay, let me check before run this application. Everything is okay. Not country, city. Okay, it should be email ID as this is email ID. Okay, so it should be email ID, but okay, I need to provide name here as it is button. Search. Oh, we need to provide a name also here. CARCH search. As this value we need to pass to our action, so we need to must provide a name search. So now it looks everything is okay. Now we can run this application for check everything is working fine or not. You can see here all the code is working perfectly. It's showing all the data. Now test the pagination things is also working. You can see here. So it looks like perfect. And let's check the sorting thing is working or not. Okay, this is okay. The sorting is also working fine. Now I will check search one. Suppose I want to show all the employees who is from USA. Okay, see here the page, all the employees data here from USA. Okay, you can see here so all the USA means filtering is also working fine, right? That means everything is working perfectly. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.